Stay with me until the end, for a truth that will unravel quietly. Familiarity Unraveled. I sit in my dimly lit room, surrounded by the comforting scent of old books and the faint hum of my computer. The glow of the screen illuminates my face as I scroll through the photographs my mom sent me. They are old, Polaroid pictures with faded colors and creased edges. I recognize the places, the faces, but something feels off. My eyes wander to my ankles, and I feel a shiver run down my spine. The birthmark that I've always known to be on my left ankle is clearly on my right in every single picture. I try to brush it off as a misremembered detail, but the more I think about it, the more it bothers me. The soft ticking of the old clock on my wall seems to grow louder, a constant reminder that time is passing. I entertain the idea that maybe the photos were reversed or that my memory is flawed, but the fact remains, I am certain it had always been on my left. I consider the possibility of a family member photoshopping the images, but why would they do that? The theory doesn't hold up. I even think about the Mandela effect, but this is personal, not some collective misremembering of facts. As I delve deeper, I start noticing other small inconsistencies. A mug that I could swear was always on the left side of my desk is now on the right. It's as if reality has a minor glitch, a small tear that is slowly unraveling. The air in the room seems to thicken, and I feel a sense of unease growing in my chest. Auditing the past. I decide to audit my past, starting with old medical records and family documents. The papers are yellowed and brittle, filled with handwritten notes and outdated terminology. I sit at my desk, surrounded by the documents, and begin to sift through them. The sound of rustling papers and the creaking of my chair are the only sounds in the room. I come across a document from my first doctor's visit, dated years before I was born. It's a small, specific detail that doesn't add up. The note mentions the birthmark on my right ankle, and I feel a chill run down my spine. I try to process this information, but it's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It doesn't make sense. The clock on my wall seems to tick louder, and I feel the weight of time bearing down on me. I am no longer questioning my memory, I am questioning the fabric of time itself. The room seems to grow darker, as if the shadows are closing in around me. I feel a sense of disorientation, like I'm floating in a sea of uncertainty. The only constant is the ticking of the clock, a reminder that time is passing, even if my understanding of it is not. Glitches in reality. As I delve deeper into the documents, I start to notice more inconsistencies. A letter from my grandmother, written in her distinctive handwriting, mentions a family trip to the beach. But I have no memory of that trip. The letter is dated a year before I was born, and the details are vivid, but they don't match my recollection of family stories. It's as if someone has been altering my past, changing the narrative of my life. I feel like I'm living in a dream, where nothing is certain and reality is fluid. The room seems to spin around me, and I have to grasp the edge of my desk to steady myself. The clock on my wall seems to loom over me, its face a reminder that time is broken. I try to focus on the documents, but my mind is reeling. I feel like I'm trapped in a never-ending loop, where the truth is always just out of reach. The air in the room seems to vibrate with tension, and I feel like I'm on the verge of a breakdown. The only thing that keeps me grounded is the sound of my own breathing, a steady rhythm that reminds me I'm still alive. The revelation. I come across a document that makes my blood run cold. It's a medical record, dated the day I was born. The doctor's notes are scribbled in haste, but one sentence stands out: the birthmark on the infant's right ankle is a distinctive feature. I feel like I've been punched in the gut. This is concrete evidence that my memory is wrong. The birthmark was always on my right ankle, not my left. I try to process this information, but it's like trying to swallow a bitter pill. It doesn't go down easily. The room seems to grow quieter, as if the very air is waiting for my reaction. I feel like I'm staring into the abyss, with no safety net to catch me if I fall. The clock on my wall seems to tick louder, a countdown to a truth I'm not sure I'm ready to face. I take a deep breath, trying to calm my racing heart. I have to know more. I have to uncover the truth, no matter how painful it may be. The document seems to burn in my hands, a tangible reminder that my reality is not what I thought it was. Beyond the veil. I sit in stunned silence, the document still clutched in my hand. The room seems to fade away, leaving only the sound of my own breathing. I feel like I'm floating in a sea of uncertainty, with no anchor to hold on to. The clock on my wall seems to tick slower, as if time itself is waiting for me to make sense of this revelation. I try to think back to my childhood, to memories of my birthmark. But they're hazy, indistinct. I'm not sure what's real and what's not. The document seems to be the only constant, a tangible reminder that my reality is not what I thought it was. I feel like I'm staring into a mirror, but the reflection is distorted. I'm not sure who I am or what my life has been. The only thing I know is that I have to keep searching for the truth, no matter how painful it may be. The darkness seems to close in around me, but I'm not afraid. I'm ready to face whatever lies beyond the veil of reality. The haunting question. I sit in the darkness, surrounded by the silence of my room. The clock on my wall seems to tick away, a reminder that time is passing, even if my understanding of it is not. I'm left with a haunting image, a picture of myself as a child, with the birthmark on my right ankle. It's a reminder that my reality is not what I thought it was. I'm left with a question that echoes in my mind: what else is wrong? The darkness seems to press in around me, but I'm not afraid. I'm ready to face whatever lies ahead, even if it means questioning everything I thought I knew. The clock ticks on, a steady heartbeat in the darkness. And I'm left to wonder, what other secrets lie hidden in the shadows of my past? Now that you've heard my story, I ask you, what do you think is really going on? Was it a glitch in reality or just a trick of the mind? The full written version of this story is available on my blog, link in the description below. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe for more stories that will keep you up at night, wondering about the nature of reality.